Greetings all, and welcome back to another episode of What's a reborG podcast. I am that dude, reborG. Howdy. Howdy. I'm only saying that because I went to the grocery store earlier today. It was literally a cowboy in there. Literally a cowboy in there, man. I'm talking about the whole garb on there, like the whole thing. Homie had the hat. He had the I guess it's a flannel. Yeah, I thought flannels had to be one color at one time. Don't worry, it's fucked up here. But he had the flannel on, tight ass jeans, and a and a belt with a championship buckle on that shit, and the boots to match. Yeah, that jump was crazy, man. In there buying Oreos and shit this morning. It was good with y'all, man. We got our co-pilot in the house. We got that whiz-eye, pineapple Stella Rosa. I like crisp taste with a sweet finish. And don't forget the righteous hydration. That water brought to you by filtered water at Le Departement. Here. What's been good for y'all? Y'all know I always like to start off talking about that. What's been going on, the rigmarole, before I get to the topic. Because you already know what it is. Let me go ahead and put that out there right now. I don't give a fuck if you don't like football. I have different interests in life, and I'm going to talk about those different interests. I've given episodes to music. I plan on giving episodes towards and other forms of entertainment. Guess what? I like football. And I'm going to be honest. If you don't like it, I respect it. Everybody's not into everything. Because I don't know. Unless it's for some buns, I'm going to be honest. No disrespect to this franchise. I don't ever plan on watching no Lord of the Rings movies. Nothing against the franchise or nothing like that. I just don't feel like it. But I don't have to voice that if that's what y'all are talking about. So if you don't fuck with football, just leave the like and be on your fucking way. I'll tell you this right now. I'll block you. I don't give a fuck who it is. Or you'll get blocked. And because I'm so ignorant, I don't know how to take that shit off on YouTube. So you'll just be blocked. But everything's cool, man. Work is work. Things is getting a little better after I talked to the new chef, because it took some time, because the chef he was working at another kitchen in a facility that's across from us. Same complex neighborhood, but in a different building. So in his facility, he don't do shit. At the old spot, he got one of the cooks. They do the delivery, they do the ordering, they make sure the deliveries come in and all that other stuff, give him suggestions for the menus. We even print them up and post them and all that. I said, this ain't here, bro. I said, no offense, and I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not going to be doing your job, yo. I'm just not going to be doing it, man. So, fire me or whatever you want to do, but it's not going to happen over here. It's just not. Unless they plan on paying me more, yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. So I said, hey, because one day we get deliveries on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This dude don't be coming into work till about noon, and the deliveries be from like 7 to 11. Like, it could be from any time in the morning, because they got places to drop this damn food off at. I said, man, what type of drug dealer ain't here for the re-up, yo? Come on, like, yo, you got to be here, bro. Like, for real, man. You got to be in the building. And he almost got me with something. Because I noticed this. I don't know for any other career field, but I know in the cooking field, if you show any type of confidence and any type of work ethic, they will do it. Because he saw that I didn't need him to make some of the shit. I've been doing this shit for a while now. Almost 20 years in the kitchen. So I don't need to ask him shit. For the most part, I already know what I'm doing. And if I don't, I'll just go to Google and figure it out myself. I don't need to go to him. So I show competence in that. And then my food, my food do be slapping. I ain't gonna lie. My food do be like that. All right. So, of course, when it's somebody good, they're going to try to lean on them. And they're going to try to. So I tried to do an animation, and my camera got all focused. I am trash. But but so every day he kept putting me on entrees and like multiple items for prep and stuff like that. And I was like, don't take this the wrong way, dude. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to do this every day. I understand that it's cooks in here that you don't trust. And I know it's cooks in here that you think can't cook. But this is a job. Shit, right? Just because your quarterback is ass, don't mean you don't put him in the game or you don't use him for no important. He got to do something sooner or later. They're going to put 10 in the box. He's going to have to throw the ball. That dude is going to have to hit that corner 3. Okay. So I was like, it's not no big deal if you don't put me on it, because I'm willing to help anybody. I will help anybody if you need. I mean, if you need my help, you need my advice for something. I'm not that type of person who think he's too good to do something like that. So I will most definitely help somebody out, because I want you to be sauce too. Because I'm telling you right now, when you make something good, when you cook something and that shit slap, you feel good. You be like, yeah. Somebody be like, I ate your pot roast. It was real good. Yeah, I know. So I want everybody to feel that confidence. Even the white boy at work, Anthony. I ain't got no problem with him because I don't know him outside of work. So this person who he is, I don't have no problem with that. But the person who he is at work, I can't stand him. I'm going to scream on him tomorrow when I go to work, matter of fact. Because we run the salad stations in each kitchen. So you got to have your, matter of fact, it's so simple. I can tell we have to have chopped salad for salads. I mean, chopped lettuce for salads, chopped leaf lettuce for sandwiches, tomatoes, like the tomatoes for sandwiches, you could do that as is. But we got cherry tomatoes. We don't even have to cut them. You can wash them and put them right in the Ziploc bag. Only thing we got to cut is onions. We got to dice onions and cucumbers. That's it. Tell me why I go on the salad bar and that joint is butt naked. Yeah, I'm going to scream on him tomorrow. And on top of that, the last day he was at work, which was Thursday, we had shrimp po' boys. And one of the dishwashers, I'm going to say porter. Porters are what they call the dishwashers. I'd rather use that. The porter, my homie BJ, I call him Party B. He's a special needs dude. So, I always make sure, I'm cool, always make sure he's laughing, always making sure he all right. Because, he's not all the way there. So I got empathy for him. And whatever he need, he gonna get. So he asked me the other day when I was getting ready to leave, can you make me a po' boy? I said, I won't working down here, B, but I'll make sure Anthony gets it for you. He was like, cool, okay. So I get downstairs. I get in the main kitchen and I tell Anthony, can you make BJ a po' boy? Yeah, no problem. Cool. Maybe about 5 minutes later, after I empty out my cart and clean up and have everything before I leave, I say, Anthony, don't forget BJ sandwich. All right? Do not forget BJ sandwich. What happened the next day? I come in when BJ come to work at 4. Anthony ain't make me nothing. I said, I'm gonna scream on him tomorrow. Sure is. Yep. I don't care. That's a special needs dude, man. He ain't got a whole lot of life to look forward to for real, man. Shit. He get a check and all that because he do get a check. He told me that. I get money. But still, man, it wouldn't have mattered who it was. I asked you to do something. You said you was going to do it. Be a man of your word and make that shit happen. Now, if you had something come up, no, you didn't, because it was 6 o'clock at the end of the day. It's only an hour left before you got to go home. And I worked in the main kitchen a lot. So I already know that last hour, you ain't got shit to do. So that last hour is just enough time for you to take care of everything. Clean both of the grills, clean off the stove, make sure you scrape up all the BS from the fry, tidy up the ovens. If the steamer's got to be clean, do that. Empty out the warmer, make sure everything filled up. Sweep and mop and wipe down everything and break down your line. Like, all that stuff I just said seems like a lot, but that's all just 30 minutes. 30 minutes you can take care of all that. So I know he wasn't busy. Scream on him. Well, so that's just was that the boss man above the chef, he leaving. So, he can be closer to his family because he work in Williamsburg. He said he drive an hour to work. Boy, I wish I would. An hour? 30 is tops. 30 is tops. And sometimes that's not even 30. I don't think I've had a job where it took me like 30 minutes to get there. Because when I worked at when I contract cooked for the Army, the base technically was 30 minutes, but it was only 20 because I had to be to work early in the morning. Because they're always trying to put me on the breakfast shift. They need me, they want me around for breakfast and lunch when there's people around. And when I worked at the elementary school, that only took about 20 minutes too. So, but yeah, I talked it out with Chef. We good to go. It's cool. I ain't leaving just yet. I'm gonna wait till this Vegas trip next year, and then after that, JB Smooth, Pune, ain't nothing faster than Pune. Goddamn, I'm gonna be Pune out this shit. And I had a real life moment the other day. So I had a problem with my car battery. This is the weird shit. I had a problem with the car battery, with my car's battery. I went to AutoZone to get the battery changed because they do the shit for you. They couldn't get the battery out because it was a bolt in the battery holder that was stripped and they couldn't get it out. They tried liquid wrench and all that stuff. So, but it was crazy. When I took the car to work, I needed a jump. I mean, I got my own cable, so I just called Pops up there to hook me up for those 2 days. But I let that car sit down and for the weekend, and I took it. And when I took it to the shop to get it fixed on Friday, and of course it cut right on. But as I'm driving to drop the car off, my sister is waiting at the dealership to come get me, take me back home. I was salty because I've had problems with this car, power steering, the new tires damn near all the time. The fucking change oil, the oil light be coming on for no reason when there's oil in the car and it's fresh oil and stuff. And it's just always been some shit with the car. So as I'm walking, I said, damn, man, I got to do another thing with this damn car. Man, and I happened to look at somebody walking down the sidewalk. It was a blind dude because he had his cane with a cup of Starbucks. And he was happy as a motherfucker. And I said, I mean, he had the cane out with his cup and he was just walking down the street feeling good. And I said, man, he can't see a goddamn thing and he feeling that good. Let me buck up. So I'd be appreciating when life be telling you, hey man, shut the fuck up, man. Ain't nothing that big deal, man. You're going to get through this shit. You're going to be all right. I already had money set aside. So whatever they was going to tell me, I was going to be able to get it any damn way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be able to pay for it. Now, the problem is I keep having to go to work, so I can't pick up the damn car. So, but I talked to him, ain't no holding fees or nothing like that. So I get the shit when I get the shit. And because I got such great people in my life, I just used my mom's car. She had that unfortunate sepsis incident, and she still ain't got her legs back right so she can drive a car. Shit. So she said, go on ahead. She already knew I was going to be all right. I haven't had any accidents. I've had 3 tickets written. I beat one of them. The other 2, I was wrong. You're wrong as hell when you just pay for it. No fight at all. Yeah. So that made me feel, I was like, all right, cool. Big bet. Let's go ahead, man. I'm gonna start off first by telling the football story. I got almost 40 years of living, so it's a lot of stories that'll come from here. Just like old people do, I got one too. So this is a football story I'm gonna tell. I'm in the 11th grade, and we're having 2-a-days, which for those who don't know, you practice twice a day, 7 and like 2 or something like that. So we got the 2-a-days going on. And it was the first day of hitting. So, and usually with our team, we had a bull ring, but it's not the bull ring. Well, the bull ring is one dude in the middle, the rest of the players around him, and the coach points and they run out and hit you. It's a dumbass drill. I ain't even gonna lie. Because if you don't see what's going on, you're gonna get fucked up. Nobody's hand-eye coordination is that, you know what I'm saying? There's some that may be that good, but not everybody. There's 10% of people that can actually, like, you know, get the swivel and turn around. Most of us get fucked up, to be honest. But this one was different. Like, it's still one person in the middle and they got the circle, but the person in the middle calls out an individual. They go heads up, and the person that they called out is now in the middle. And, you know, it goes like that till the whole team gets down. So we in the gym shooting the shit, chilling, talking before it's going like that. And, you know, some of the team leaders is talking about who they gonna call out. Our fullback, his nickname was Swole. He was like, yeah, I'm calling out the quarterback because him and the quarterback was real cool. And hey, let me let y'all know, quarterback wasn't no little dude. He was about 6'3", 220 at the time. So he was a big dude. So he said he gonna call him out, and then one dude said he gonna call him out. Ray said, I'm gonna call out Mike. Mike said, I don't give a fuck. So, you know, everybody calling each other out. And then they get to they get to this dude named Daryl Blackstock. Look it up. He made it to the league. So that just letting y'all know, he made it to the NFL. He played for maybe about 4 or 5 seasons. So this just lets you know what we dealing with. So he was a tight end and a defensive end. So they asked Daryl, who you calling out? And Daryl says, I'm calling out Blank. Blank Man was my nickname on the football team because the nigga was bald one time and he wore glasses. They cooked me so much because up until that time, baldness was cool. Like Michael Jordan had helped out tremendously, and people were voluntarily bald through most of the 90s. But when he retired in 99, that shit went with him. And I went out to football practice with that bald head, man. And before I could, and I would sit my glasses to the side or something like that, because that's one thing you ain't got time for. And yep, they called me Blank Man. So Blank was my nickname. If you didn't know anybody from the football team and you say Blank, they gonna know who that is. So this big motherfucker, because Daryl was like about 6'3", 6'4", 222 at the time. Big dude. I'm 6'1", $180. He said, I'm calling out Blank. I said, oh man, get out of here. Because I was a tight end too. So we was in, you know, tight end outside linebacker. So we was always like, he was always working with me and all that other stuff. You know, I was a little bro and stuff like that. So he said, I'm calling out. Man, I said, so I don't pay it no mind because I think he lying. Like, man, you got other upperclassmen, you got bigger dudes and stuff like that. You're not going to do that, man. And I should have knew because when he said it, everybody started laughing, including myself. He won't laughing. So we out there hitting and stuff like that, and we going in, and people calling each other out, and they going out for the hits and shit like that. And then the dude named Robin, who was an offensive tackle, he was best friends with Daryl. So he calls out Daryl. He calls out Daryl. And Daryl's sitting in the middle, and Daryl leans his head back and says, Blank. My heart failed into the pit of my stomach. I said, man, I'm going to have to hit this dude. I said, just go out there and run full speed. Aim for the shoulder pass, clash, man, and just make sure you go full speed. Because if you have speed any of this shit, he going to take you off your feet. So I go full speed. We hit each other. Wasn't no big deal. I think I called out ammo. I called out Lil Marcus. That's who I called out next. Because after that one, it didn't hurt or nothing like that, but it was real. So I called him out, got the little clash, and I'm running outside the circle. I said, damn, my helmet loose as shit. Do you know this nigga hit me so hard, all the buttons unbuckled on my helmet? Man, what? Man, I said, what the fuck is going on? I said, God damn, apparently he hit the shit out of me. I'm fine. I guess and it wasn't even the helmet collision. That's how hard he hit me. I'm so glad I ain't fall. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. That jump was crazy, man, because he used to put me through hell, man. Like, he was like, you gonna be all right. You gonna pay attention because you don't have no other option. Because, man, he got me fucked up, man. Daryl used to fuck me up. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm proud to say that, you know what I'm saying, I had to, number one, I had to accept it because that's what it was. I was fucking out there. And number two, at least it was a dude that made it to the league. I would have been mad if I just got fucked up by a dude. Well, I don't know, because you never know situations and stuff like that. Because this is a running back by the name of Elon played on another team called Phoebus. He might have been one of the strongest runners I ever seen. Like, he was real, like, Marshawn Lynch type. Like, regardless however you hit him, he was always going to go forward. But his coach ran him into the goddamn dirt and fucked his legs all the way up. So they don't always make it there. So, but that was a good time, man. We're going to have some more of these stories, too, because it was a lot of shit that happened, man. And especially in the varsity years, man. I got to tell y'all the Marcus Vick story. I got about 3 of them. I got to tell you the Jimmy story, the Mike Johnson. We won state my junior year, so I got to let y'all in on that. But good times. And speaking of the high school football, for the IMG Academy lost, good, because I don't mind the team being good if it's in the confines of your city. Because we have a team in our city called Hampton High. And the coach has won he's won a lot of like state championships, district titles, and all that stuff. So he usually had his pick of who he want on the team. And, you know, he got his situations. He can finagle the bagel. So, you know, he can get who he want on his squad. I can take that because at least it's local. IMG Academy is taking kids over the country. No, man, you know, no offense against high school, man, but hey, man, you should be able to recruit the country for high school, man. Come on, man, there's enough kids out here playing ball, man. Go to a Walmart, goddamn it. But you got that college football just started the real week. I don't know why they got week 0. It don't be nobody playing week 0. Week 0. And just for purposes, I'm going to read off for college football. I'm going to read off on the top 10 who I think, you know what I'm saying, what I think about the team and stuff like that. And then I'll pick a championship matchup. And the way in hell I'm going to sit here and do no whole. Look, in the way in hell I'm going to sit here and do no whole goddamn I ain't gonna do no whole overview. Not all 25. Hell no. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. All right, man. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my All-American team, preseason team. The dudes I think that's gonna be sauce this year. Like quarterback, we got Bryce Young. I fuck with Bryce Young. Bryce Young's real good. Yeah. And yesterday he's showing feet, so he out here running too. And I really do think he has a chance to be the second since Archie Griffin in Ohio State to win the Heisman back to back. I really do think he is. I really do think he has a chance, especially since he's running the ball. That's dangerous. Running back, I got Bijan Robinson from Texas, prototypical pro running back. 6'1", 215, 220, can do it all. Block, catch, run with speed, run with power. He nice. Second running back, I'm going to go with Kansas State Deuce Vaughn. I always got respect for the little dudes out there, you know what I'm saying, the diminutive individuals who go out there and be playing football. I ain't even going to lie. There's some tough-ass little dudes out there that be out here playing football, man. Like, they don't give a shit. Matter of fact, that championship team I was on, one of the hardest hitters was this little dude named Landon. Landon couldn't have been no more than 5'4", 5'5". He had pure dynamite when he was hitting people. At wide receiver, I got Josh Downs from North Carolina. He's going to have more than enough opportunities to continue to put up big numbers. And beside him, I got Jordan Addison at USC. At the tight end, I got Brock Bowers from Georgia. Your classic, how do you say? Your classic tight end. Can block and catch passes. And got enough athleticism to, get some yards out there too. Defense, I got Jalen Carter and Will Anderson at the end. Will Anderson Jr. is nothing short of a beast. He had an amazing year last year, probably one of the best individual defensive seasons I've ever seen. He's definitely up there. And Jalen Carter, Georgia's just churning out good ass defenders. And he just goes along with all the rest of them. So one defensive tackle will be Brian Breezy from Clemson. Big, strong, disruptive motherfucker. That's all you need to know. And the second, I like this dude's name, Khalija Kansi from Pittsburgh. Real good. Homie be doing this thing, man. One linebacker, I'm going to go Andre Carter II from Army. They lifted the restrictions off Army, so because in the military there's like height and weight requirements, but the military as a whole said if you could pass these tests, you cool. We don't give a fuck how tall or how much you weigh, you'll be all right. And that could get the ball rolling and fucking around and having them actually be something, because the military schools ain't been shit for a long time. Second linebacker, Jack Campbell from Iowa. Iowa builds linemen, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers, and the occasional running back. Tight ends. And Jack Campbell is just one of the many who's been there that's going to be able to do their thing. And the last linebacker spot is going to go to Noah Sewell from Oregon. This is a big 6'2", 260-pound, 4'4" running stick of dynamite on this football field. And I hope the Raiders have a chance to pick him. That's how much I like him. That's good. One corner, I got Elias Ricks from Alabama. He was already a good corner at LSU, but due to this great transfer portal, you can get the fuck up out of there. If you don't like your situation, you can go. So shout out to him. And on the other side, Georgia's Keely Ringo, 6'2", fast, and he knows how to use it. So at the safeties, we have Brandon Joseph from Notre Dame. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say I don't like Notre Dame. I just don't like how we as fans have to give a fuck about them. Mind you, they ain't won a chip since '88. And when you're talking about other dynasties and popular teams, because Notre Dame is up there with the Cowboys and the Celtics and the Lakers and the Yankees, so they up there as far as college football, like royalty and all that other shit. And I understand that, but we ain't got to talk about them that much, especially if they ain't hooping, yo. But shout out to Brandon for hooping and giving them a reason. And they have a black coach now, so there will be no more. There will be no Notre Dame slander from me as long as they got a black coach. I see your black ass sliding here, huh? Ignorant son of a bitch. And the other safety will be, I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all, man, I hate this dude. Tyke Smith from Georgia. Georgia, like I said, Georgia goes without saying, especially on the defensive side of the field. That's just how that goes down. All right. Slugs the slugs. I mean, yeah. But I ain't talking about the slugs, folks. I'm just talking about, you know how much I be on Notre Dame's head. But since they got a brother, I'm gonna support the brother. Now that don't mean I want them to win, but that mean if they ask and if they on TV, and because I already know if they on TV and they not winning, they gonna kill that brother. So he got to get all my support your local black coach. It's local because he black, we black. It's not enough. It's not enough black coaches where one could stink and we can speak on it. Nah, we ain't got to do all that. No, we can't do that just yet. Once there's so many, once we get to a certain number, if they, hey man, it didn't work. That's what I give them. But I ain't gonna call them ass until we have enough, where it's out there, because they barely get chances as is. So, and for him to get a chance at Notre Dame, he must be an exceptional Negro. He must be the pick of the litter. Into the dumpster. All right, next we're going to go to the rankings. We going to start at 10 and go on back. Baylor, I'm going to be honest. I haven't watched Baylor. I don't know what the fuck they got going on, but it's Baylor and they're in the Big 12, so I'm pretty sure they put up numbers. I don't see that much coming from Oklahoma. As long as they have good quarterback play, they should be decent because the defense will be fine as long as Venables ain't playing favorites. Because you sold putting that sorry ass white boy in there and he got exposed. That year y'all lost the chip. No. Not the year they lost the chip. I forgot. They had a white boy. I forgot what his name was. Carter or something like that, 25. Can't remember who it was, but he was trash. He was really on some source and shit. Like every time they went in this direction, it was a 10+ yard play going on. So as long as he can show up the defense, they'll be all right. It's the Big 12. They ass. They don't play no defense. So it is what it is. Next is Michigan. As long as John Harbaugh is the coach at Michigan, if they can get a quarterback, they will be a threat. If he ain't got no quarterback, who knows? Next is Utah. They are at number 7. They won't be after losing to Florida yesterday. The quarterback sold. So this fucks it all up for them. Because if they're ranked this high, that means they got a decent quarterback and all this other shit. And they had the lead on Florida, but they couldn't get no offense going, so they sold. Next is Texas A&M. This is another team. They rank number 6, and I'm going to be dead honest with you. I do not like the how that quarterback is playing. See, black quarterbacks is different than black coaches because it's a lot of black quarterbacks, and a lot of black quarterbacks have been winning Heisman's and all that stuff. Once Nick Saban started getting black quarterbacks, in college football, it was really accepted because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. It was still like something to look at. Like, y'all got a black quarterback in the 90s. Even in the early 2000s, it was like it won't until Michael Vick in that magical season that people say, oh, those guys could actually do something outside of there. Shit, y'all dumbasses. So everybody wants a black quarterback now, so it's acceptable. Texas A&M got one. He threw 2 picks against Sam Houston State. I don't like it. Next is Notre Dame. They'll fall because they lost the other day to Ohio State. I do like the defense. The coach, yeah, he got that defense strong. Now the offense is going to need some work, and they probably won't play another team with as much talent or will be as difficult as Ohio State. So they should be all right. But what they need to do is, since they have a brand new quarterback there, you really got to simplify the offense. Make it easy. Lots of runs, lots of straight ahead runs. You don't need no trickery. You don't need to try to fool nobody. Man, oh man. Number 4 is Clemson. DJ Uiagalelei, he lost like 15 pounds. He getting it in the physique. But as long as they can block, because I'm not gonna say he sold last year. I'm not. The line was trash. People were injured, and it was just a shit show all around. But I think that they'll be able because they're healthy now, and everybody we got to get our swagger back because it won't like Clemson was lost a bunch of talent and they bring that in. They still like a top 5 recruiting college, so they got talent there. They just got to get it in fucking order. Georgia number 3. Stetson Bennett looked all right. I mean, his name is trash, but Stetson Bennett looked like he's, gonna pick up where he left off. As long as he's playing good at quarterback, they're a threat. Number 2 is Ohio State. They bringing back a lot. A very explosive offense. They got some kinks to work out because I watched the game yesterday with Notre Dame. The table shaking because I tried to open this water with one hand. It shit ain't work. So Ohio State, I think they'd be cool because the Big Ten ain't all that either. All they got to do is worry about Michigan and one more other team. No, Stetson. Like, ain't there some jeans called that? Stop, man. His name's Stetson. Yo, man. Yo. Man, get the fuck out my video, man. Leave a like and take your ass somewhere else, man. You fucking stink. And number 1 is Bama. I'll be honest. They got the best defensive player and the dude who just won the Heisman. And I think Alabama will end up fucking around and playing Georgia again in the championship. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Bryce Young ain't going to let that happen again. So I think Bama's going to go ahead and get that win. Already excited. You know one thing that, oh man, I hate to be David Downer, but I gotta say one thing about yesterday that was, oh man, that really hurt my soul, brother. It's time for Lee Corso to retire, man. He has reached the point where he is too fucking old to be up there. His speech is slurred. He's old. He ain't as crisp. Just bring his ass out there to pick the helmet, and that's it. Because I love Lee Corso. It's no college football without him. He's just an old dude like Dick Vitale. They just go out there, and they're just out there to have a good time. They don't really give a fuck. They just out there having fun, laughing, and, having a good time, hanging out with the fans and all that other stuff. To be 70 years old and still be functional and hanging out with college kids, because, young people always got that energy, man. So shout out to both of them. But Lee old, man, oh, it hurt my soul. Remember that time he didn't know the gun was loaded at Oklahoma and he shot that shotgun in the air? Yo, I love Lee Corso, man. If I ever made a list of the top 10 things I love about college football, Lee Corso gonna be in the top 5. But damn, man, it's time to go, bro. Don't let that shit go on much longer so he could be a slobbering, blithering old man like fucking Lou Holtz. I ain't going in on Lou no more. I'm gonna let that old man live. He ain't on TV no more. You got it, bro. He shot that gun, yo. I ain't gonna, yo. Because he put the hat on. He did it a couple of times. He done cussed on TV and all that stuff. Lee be having a great time on TV. It's hard for me to argue or dislike somebody who's having fucking fun. Because he was out there, he put the Oklahoma shit on, which is a wagon hat. Hey, let's go sooner. Pow. He was like, oh, shit. He be having a good time, man. And he be having so much of a good time. He make everybody else laugh. Like Herb Street and Fowler be losing their professionalism. That Desmond Howard, because Desmond Howard, he'll get a chuckle out of Desmond. Desmond is trying to play it real serious. Like he's trying to make like if you ever watch Desmond Howard on NFL game, college game day, he is dead ass serious too. He is not fucking around. He wants to be taken as a literal sports analyst and not just a former player who just got here because of his name. He putting the work in. All right, and now that we've done with the little dudes, let's go ahead to the NFL and get it going. What I'm going to do is go by division, let you know what I like about the team, let you know about some things I might not fuck with the team and what's going on. I'm going to pick the awards, offensive, defensive, MVP, which I think is the same shit anyway, offensive and defensive rookies. So let's go ahead and start it off. Come on, get down. First thing we got is the Jets. They made a lot of moves in the offseason. I think the defense will be fine and they will be competitive. It's a lot resting on Zach Wilson's shoulders. And when he crossed himself up and got hurt a couple weeks ago, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's going to take some work. Next is Buffalo. I like Buffalo. I think Buffalo, because Kansas City lost some of their weapons, I think Buffalo has a chance to sneak on up in there and get to that bowl. There's nothing I don't like about Buffalo. Miami, it's time to show and prove, Tua. They done put a lot around you. You got real running backs. The line is short up. They kept Gesicki. They bought in Tyreek Hill. The defense is already fine because Brian Flores already set the tone with that, so they good. This shit all on YouTube. Now, granted, you have been getting hurt because you've been getting fucked up. You've been getting hit. So Tua's a little dude. He's about 6 foot 200. That's small compared to the 6'3", 300-pound behemoth that's trying to hit him. So it's time to show and prove, brother. New England, I sure wish I gave a fuck. I don't know where the season is going to go. They have a what time do what start? Somebody just asked me. What time does what start? But they have a quarterback, Mac Jones. His real name is McCorkle. And due to that alone, I'm going to laugh at him. Who knows? Y'all lost J.C. Jackson. But Bill Belichick is one of the best defensive minds that's ever been involved with football. So I know the defense will be fine. This is another one, man. It's resting on Mac Jones. They're going to go as far as you take them. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens. It will be interesting to see what they will look like now that they are healthy. And now that we've got to Baltimore, let's have a discussion. Maybe about a month ago, Steve Young said that the Ravens are pretty much selling Lamar Jackson because they're not doing anything towards making him better as a passer and improving the passing game. And there was a bunch of people, Stephen A., Jay Will, what's the name of the goofy? Both of the Acho niggas, they not brothers, Samuel and Emmanuel. Everywhere I look, it was only one person, and I'm gonna get to that person. All of them were saying, well, why are they worrying about passing? He's a great runner. Let's stick to his strengths and stuff like that. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. If you can get the most out of a player, why not try? I'm gonna get to that at the end, PG. You saw the title, my nigga. Don't deter. All right. So a bunch of them. Let's go with Mad Dog Russo, who said, why would they expect him to be a passer? When he came into the league, he wasn't a Dan Marino. Did you know that that Lamar Jackson threw for more yards, more touchdowns, less picks, with more attempts in his last year than Dan Marino? Look the numbers up. Dan Marino was ass in his last year at Pittsburgh. Okay? So, Russo, get the fuck out of here. You clearly don't know what you're talking about on this subject. For the other people who said, why don't he just stick to his strengths? Why can't we make him better? Okay? When it comes to other quarterbacks, that question hasn't been up there. They added weapons for Tua. They added weapons for little shrimp scampi Kyler Murray. They added weapons to Jalen Hurts. Why can't Lamar get there? Lamar has never played with a wide receiver he could throw the ball to and just say, fuck it. Just say, fuck it. He either going to outrun him or he going to jump and get the ball. And Baltimore is the only club that hasn't done it. So how can he get better as a passer if he don't have the weapons for it? We ain't got time for that reborG shit. We see how successful that is. So y'all please shut the fuck up. The only person who defended him and made some real sense was RG3. He said it's not the Baltimore Ravens selling him. They even went and showed the draft picks. There was a bunch of linemen and a bunch of tight ends and a running back. This team is built for the offensive coordinator, not the dynamic quarterback. And until they put him in a situation where he can be a dynamic passer, because they didn't have no problem with him passing at Louisville. Fuck out of here, man. Watch it. That's the part that had me salty. Y'all paying these motherfuckers all this money. I'm not saying you got to pay me, because it be demands on TV. Like, I want to cuss and stuff like that. So now, but you have people that you could get out there who actually know what the fuck is going on. Next is Pittsburgh. This is another team. It's all on the QB. Yeah, they pay them for that. Yeah, that's what it mainly is, political. Then I mean, they're not even paying them. No, not to be right. No, to make some sense. You know what I'm saying? Like to make some sense. Of course, yeah, they doing it for the hashtags and the social media and all that stuff, and that makes the fans look horrible because we look like puppets now. Because all they got to do is say some silly shit, and we can just jump up on it because Skip Bayless has built a career on that shit. I've been stopped paying attention to that. I don't care. I don't pay him no mind. I laugh at him and keep it moving. I'm just defending Lamar because he's a black quarterback. Support your local black quarterback. He local because he black and we black, man. And disrespecting that man like that. Do you know how long that black quarterback's been dealing with the stigma that they ain't been smart enough to play? I mean, and they still going through it in 2022. God damn. Cleveland, Deshaun ain't playing. Who gives a fuck? Cincinnati, if y'all can block for Joe, y'all make the playoffs again. And y'all, picked up a couple of pieces. I do like them. Because y'all did all right last year, and y'all gave up the most quarterback sacks. But I don't think you'll be able to do that again. I really don't think that you'll be able to making it to the bowl. I don't think you can make it to the divisional. I mean, I don't think you can make it to the second round if y'all ain't blocking. He gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna clown you, PG, when I get there. You giving me a reason to fuck with you today, huh? Next we got Houston. I sure wish I gave a fuck. Next we got Tennessee. It's all on Tannehill. He either performs or they don't go no damn where. Because the defense is fine. Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. It's all on Tannehill. And I'll be honest, now that y'all got Malik Willis, put some pressure on Tannehill. For real. Make him do some work. Next we got the Colts. Matt Ryan, I don't know why they keep doing this plug and play shit with these quarterbacks, man. Y'all gonna have to use these draft picks, move up, man, and get a young boy for Frank Reich. Frank Reich already showed y'all he know what he doing with QBs. He can make it to the playoffs with any damn near any QB. Go ahead and invest. Next is Jacksonville. I just hope everybody seems happier over there since Urban Meyers left. So let's just hope it translates to something. I don't know. I ain't gonna put them in the playoffs, but next we got the Chargers. The Chargers are scary as shit. As a Raider fan, they scare the fuck out of me, and I'm tired of playing them in the first game of the season. Next we got Kansas City, just because the only thing that's missing is Tyreek, and that's a real dynamic piece to be missing. But they still went and picked up some good pieces. I think they'll be all right for real. They really got a chance to win the division again, and they got rid of Sorensen. So it's not that many holes in the defense. They replaced Honey Badger with Justin Reed. So I don't see that much fall off. And let's be honest, for those of us who watch football, how many times have you seen Andy Reid's offense stall over a season? Oh, he gonna get them points. Next is Denver. Russell Wilson, that's a scary thing because all they was missing was a quarterback because Teddy B got hurt. If Teddy Bridgewater don't get hurt last year, they might make the playoffs. And then you got the Raiders. I love the Devontae Adams pickup. I like the Chandler Jones pickup. I like that we kept Denzel Perryman. We keep it Trayvon McMullen. The only problem is them draft picks did not work just like I thought they won't. Jonathan Abrams is a crash test dummy. When you fly around with reckless abandon and you're not that big of a dude, you're going to get hurt. I like Morg, though. I do like Morg. Cleveland Farrell. Alex Leatherwood. You know what the sad part is? Mike Mayock made the excuse that he wasn't like the catalyst that went for these picks. It was all Gruden's decision. But when they interviewed you after the draft, didn't you say we picked the right guys for our team? I'm just glad both of them gone. Did you see the other day John Gruden said, despite what was written about me, I'm not a bad guy. I sure wish I gave a shit. I don't give a fuck. Once you get let all them niggas and all that other stuff fly, good. Like I'm not like other people. People will say don't be inviting white people to the barbecue, and I understand that. But I will definitely say this: Once you fuck up, yeah, we can get you the fuck up out of here with no problem. I don't, all the shit beforehand, that don't mean nothing. Once you fuck up, you gone. All right? I don't give chances to y'all goofballs. I give them to my people. But the team, if we could block, we could be all right. We're going to definitely need some corners. It's going to be rough, but I'm glad to see that I can't even say they invested in Derek Carr. They bought Adams along, but he ain't got no line, so it's very possible that all right. She could go either way. Next, we got Dallas. I don't know, Dallas. I mean, y'all stayed talented, but y'all let a lot of talent go. I think the Randy Gregory thing gonna kind of hurt. I also think that the Amari Cooper thing that might sting a little bit too. Fortunately, you're in a division where you're only gonna have one other competitive team, so if y'all can beat them, it ain't gonna be that much of a problem. The Giants, I don't give a fuck about any team that's believing in Daniel Jones past this point. I mean, come on, guys. We've seen enough. This ain't it. Philly, I like what Philly be doing. Howie Roseman, man, that dude is he's a hustler, bro. He know how to get it going. He know how to bring talent to the fold. Now, he knows you can't do it every year because the money ain't built like that, but he knows when he gets his chance, he makes it happen. And they in Dallas way, if you ask me. Washington, when Brandon Sheriff left, this makes it very difficult to believe in Carson Wentz because we all know Carson Wentz got PTSD from them hits he took back when he was at Philly. And, and that getting injured shit, like that stuff stays in most of their minds. So I don't know what they can do. They got a good crop of running backs over there. The defense will be strong because of who Ron Rivera is. So I don't know. It will be interesting to see nonetheless. Next, we have Chicago. Y'all sold Justin Fields. Green Bay. Who gives a fuck, man? He spent, A-Rod spent 3 or 4 hours on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm going to be honest, A-Rod. I respect you as a quarterback. As far as arm talent goes, you definitely up there. Definitely top 5. But you got to shut the fuck up, man. Number one, we don't care. Because every time you're talking, you got an excuse and you real smarmy and you think you smarter than everybody. And you really do have that complex that you better than people. Shut the fuck up. Next we got is Detroit. Hey, man, as long as y'all competing. Minnesota, as long as y'all keep believing in Cousins, guess what? It's going to get worse. Now, they made the playoffs with him, but guess what? He hasn't been as far as Case Keenum has been. Case Keenum went to the conference championship. Shit, he won a playoff game too. So, and he had less talent than Kirk has right now. So, the next we have is the Panthers. I will say this: if y'all can hold up, y'all could do a little something. I ain't gonna say like maybe a wild card at the best, but this is one of them teams that it can go real good or real bad depending on what the fuck goes on. Baker's Baker, but they got enough talent around them. If McCaffrey can stay healthy, that will definitely help. I like DJ Moore at the wide receiver. The defense is going to be the defense because it's still the residuals from Ron Rivera. I hope they know what they're doing with Robbie Anderson because he's a good wide receiver. So it has a chance to be something all right. And political, they play 17 games now. And then that's 16 no more. So it would be 14-13, right? 14-3 or 12-5. Yeah, if my math is right. Yeah, but they are. I will be peeping them to see what's good with them. Next, we have Atlanta. I sure wish I gave a fuck. New Orleans. New Orleans is another team. New Orleans even more than Carolina. If this shit go good with Jameis, this shit could get. These niggas got a chance to make some noise in them playoffs, man. It's talent all over the field. Man, they done bought the fucking honey badger. This is the 4th time the Raiders have passed up on this dude, man. You know what? I've been gave up hope, but that don't mean I can't say nothing about it. The division ain't tough. Not with Atlanta. The division tough with Atlanta. Boy, political, man, you just be going too far with the comedy. The division is only tough if the Panthers hold up. Now, New Orleans, man, if Michael, look, the crazy thing, if Michael Thomas is back, they still good. Landry gonna get open. And they got Olave. They bought back Mark Ingram to help Kamara so he don't have to do as fucking much. The defense is gonna be like that because the defense has been like that since Dennis Allen has been over there. And I love the first thing he did was say, Taysom Hill a tight end. What's the next question? Tampa Bay, I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing in New Orleans is good too, so there could possibly be. No, Atlanta not gonna be good. And until they prove such, I got to see it to believe it. They was ass last year with Matt Ryan. He ain't had a whole lot over there, man. Marcus mediocre ain't that great of a quarterback. He all right. But come on now. The reason Tannehill's over there, okay, political? And y'all, hey, let's just hope Matt Rule don't try to make it. I hope he don't fuck it up like Kevin Stefanski did, because he kept putting the ball in Baker's hands and trying to make Baker the superstar and the hero and stuff. Man, run that goddamn football, please. Make this shit easier on yourself. Shout out to Shaq Thompson. That's one of my, I believe, football players, and I appreciate him for fulfilling the belief. Next, we have Tampa Bay. I thought this would be the first season I could possibly pick somebody else to win the Super Bowl. But since Tom Terrific is back, it is what it is. It ain't even no need to go no further with the jump. Next, we got San Francisco. I heard a dumbass comment about them the other day talking about it. If they keeping Jimmy G, that don't mean they believe in Trey Lance. No, it just means if Trey Lance just so happens to get hurt, they have a functional quarterback behind them that'll make it happen. That's all that you don't want. Who wants your backup to be ass? Do you know how rampant injuries are in this league? Come on, guys. And they probably couldn't get what they wanted as far as trade value. So, it's what it is. But that defense is back. That's what the fuck y'all need to be worried about. And Trey, I think Trey will be all right. I think, Kyle Shanahan got an offense, that can work pretty good with him. Arizona, well, I don't know how long it's going to be before D-Hop come back, but y'all got to help Shrimp Scampi, man. Y'all got to keep him upright, please. That was my only concern with him when he came to the league. Because I said, this ain't baseball. It's dudes 300 pounds that got the same speed as you. And we've been seeing Lil Kyle out there getting hit. Somebody call Lil Kyle's mama. They out here hitting. What is he doing on the football field with the big kids? He gonna get hurt out there. He fucked around and he been getting hurt out there. But if y'all can keep him upright, the Rams trying to repeat. I ain't even gonna lie. I love the addition of Allen Robinson. Cam Akers is healthy. I think they got Leonard Floyd at defensive end to help replace Von Miller, and I think Leonard Floyd will get enough opportunities because Aaron Donald, I don't know how long he's gonna get suspended for them helmet swings, but still a good team. I think they'll be all right. Like I said last year, McVay learned his lesson about fucking up the church's money when he should have beat the Patriots and trying to, make it about golf. He know what it is now. And then we have Seattle. I sure wish I gave a fuck. All right, right now I'm for the Super Bowl. I got Tampa Bay beating Buffalo in the Super Bowl. I don't go against Tom Terrific. I don't plan on losing no money no time soon, so I'm gonna just stick with Tom Terrific. I think the MVP will be Josh Allen. I think he's getting ready to put up buckets. Offensive Player of the Year, I don't know. I think that's the same as the MVP if you ask me. Well, of course you have political. Political, you are the youngest old nigga. Hold up, you are the oldest young nigga I ever met in my life. If you would see us in the Discord or see us talking with political, you would think political was like late 20s, early 30s. This dude 12 years old, man. He is so knowledgeable about shit. It's like looking at a younger me, man. That shit is crazy, bro. I got a baseball player I want to ask you about. I want you to look at the story because this is it's a very interesting story if you get a chance. Yeah, I got Tom Terrific winning the Bowl, Josh Allen winning the MVP. I mean, the Offensive Player of the Year. No, MVP. Offensive Player of the Year. I don't know, Matt Stafford. No, it don't matter. Offensive Player of the Year, MVP is the same to me if you ask me. Fuck it. Defensive Player of the Year. That's a good one because it's a lot that can go down, man. They're gonna put Michael Parsons' hand in the dirt, and Donald's still out there. San Francisco got them guys. It's a lot of players. The AFC West between what's his name? Goddamn Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. I mean, damn. Shit. Darius Leonard at the Colts. It's a lot. No, because Offensive Player of the Year be quarterbacks too. It do political. But if I had to pick a non-quarterback to win the award, I don't know. Justin Jefferson. I don't know. One of them fast-ass wide receivers. New England. I've always you have to watch for New England because of the mind of Bill Belichick. So defensively, I think they could do something funky. I'm gonna go with T.J. Watt to repeat because they're bringing in Brian Flores, and Brian Flores currently is probably one of the best defensive minds in football, especially amongst the young guys. He had Miami's defense clicking, and with Devin Bush, T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, Cam Sutton, I think they still got Joe Hayden, Minka Fitzpatrick. Whew, this is a lot. The cupboard is full. Offensive rookie. Ooh, that's tough too. Shit. Defensive, I'm gonna go with Aiden Hutchinson for Detroit because Aiden Hutchinson don't look like he need much. You know what I'm saying? He don't need. He not gonna need no push or nothing like that. He gonna be full tilt 100 miles per hour the whole damn time anyway. So I think he'll be fine. And the offensive rookie of the year will be Chris Olave from New Orleans. Yeah, I think he got a chance because people still gonna respect Michael Thomas. They're still gonna respect Jarvis Landry. You're gonna have to respect Kamara out the backfield. You're gonna have to respect Taysom Hill because I think he'll be fine at the tight end position. Then you're not even gonna be paying attention to fast ass Chris. So I think he'll get that. See, look, I took care of the NCAA and the NFL in an hour, bro. I thought this shit was gonna be 2 hours, bro. I was really worried about shit. I thought this shit was gonna go a little too long, brother, but it didn't. I appreciate everybody coming in. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend by next week because I will be off next Sunday. And next Sunday, I'll do another video. It probably won't be about sports at all. Y'all know y'all gave up 40 points in 1 quarter to Appalachian State. Political. Man, if you haven't started drinking, you might as well. Because that's what that shit sound like. You sound like you fueled off chemicals right now with that comment. But next week, I'm going to do another early episode. You know, well, not early, but you know, the games come on at 1. Y'all had a pod by 10 or 11. So, and I'll probably go. I kind of want to talk about something else too. Probably talk. Matter of fact, yeah. And it might be a little movie and reggae type vibe. I'm gonna talk about some movies and some reggae shit next week. Yeah, that's what vibe I'm feeling. So thanks again for coming out. If you haven't, the Cowabunga collection for the video game players is $40 on all platforms. They even got some online on some of the joints. Look up the goddamn game on Wikipedia first because it tells you what games you can play online. Don't get the shit thinking you can play all of them. Well, reborG said I could play them online. Take your dumb ass on Wikipedia and look it up first, all right? Once again, thanks for coming. I appreciate and got much love for everybody, man. And y'all let me know if y'all messing with this screenshot too. The homie boy. He in the back because he was an asshole the other day. He act like he didn't want to go in the room and go to bed. I had to pick this nigga up. He tried to bite me, but man, he this big. He only this big, man, with them little ass teeth. And man, I ain't worried about boy. No, nigga, you ain't no pit bull. But shout out to boy. We was walking outside the other day. I just thought about this shit, and they got one of the neighbors got this strong ass pit bull out there, and I think the pit bull was horny, and he was trying to come at. I don't know if it was a girl. I think it was, yeah. She was trying to come at the boy, but boy, he about that action. So when I saw that, I was like, come on. Boy was like, yo, he was still like, yo, let's go. I was like, man, if you don't get your little ass up, man, for this dog eat you. But shout out for boy having some heart. Bobo almost got ate. That dog would have fucked him up. Because there wasn't no way he would have been able to get the cheeks. The dog was so much bigger than him. It wouldn't have been no way for him to get that ass. So once again, shout out to everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, be easy and be you, because that's all you can be. I'm out.